Took some time off, but I'm back. And in this video, we're going to talk about Creepy Ginger, Belgian style ale. I'm going to show off my new Ibanez hollowbody guitar I picked up. And finally, we're going to talk about werewolf movies. What else would you want to do? Let's get this started. First things first, let's talk about some beer. So this is Creepy Ginger by Maplewood Brewing from the fine folks in Chicago, Illinois. Now I have to quote the back of this bottle because it's too perfect to not quote. The Creepy Ginger comes in a creepily smooth 7.8% ABV. You know how much I love my ABVs. Which is our artistic representation of the level of a ginger's repressed anger. Okay. Excited. It's awesome. With a relatively high ABV, I would expect the flavor to be a little bit more bitter, but it's actually really smooth, really enjoyable. Bucket of honesty, I've had this once before, so I knew it was gonna be pretty awesome, but I wanted to show it off in this video because it's definitely well worth your while. In terms of Belgians, I'd probably give it a 9 out of 10. It is an awesome drink. Definitely not something you're gonna slam. You wanna sip it, enjoy it, have some fun with it. Actually, you know, I'm gonna bump it to 10 out of 10 because of the awesome title. Great title, cool looking bottle, fun tasting beer. Check out Creepy Ginger. So I know typically on this channel I focus most of the time on modifying guitars I already have, but I figured let's switch it up a little bit and review a guitar, so I'm not gonna be monkeying around with this guy. I actually just got it in the mail a couple days ago, a sweet eBay find, and I'm just gonna show it to you. It's freaking hot. Look at this. Look at that. This is my first semi-hollow body, and I'm super stoked to have it. It's an Ibanez with this insane paint job. This thing flipping rips. The only modifications I've made to it, just restrung it, which really isn't a modification, it's more of a tune-up. Restrung it, oiled the fretboard because it definitely seemed like it hadn't been played in a while. And I removed the pick guard. I'm not a huge fan of pick guards, even though this one came with a clear pick guard, which I think is kind of a unique look. But let's listen to how this guy sounds. So what you heard is the Ibanez plugged straight into an interface and into Logic Pro. I kept it a clean tone, obviously with a little bit of reverb and a little bit of delay, but tried to keep it as natural as I possibly could. I'll be totally transparent. I'm blown away with the sound of the Ibanez pickups in this guy. It really sounds super good. And it's pretty versatile. I thought it was gonna be really bright and tinny sounding. Maybe not. But like you could throw on some good fuzz on this guy and dirty it up. For those of you curious to hear how it sounds acoustically or just played without an amp, I'll play the little thing for you. Sounds pretty good. I think I was going a little bit out of tune at the end there, but overall pretty cool. I'm getting a slight rattling out of the bridge, so I need to do a little bit of investigating there. It doesn't come up during the recording, but when I'm playing it essentially acoustically, It's a little annoying, slightly annoying, but not the end of the world. I love the back. I love that they continued the pinstriping on the back too. I kind of assumed that they wouldn't, but it's super sweet, incredibly comfortable to play, not too thick, so it's a nice slim profile. Love it, love it, love it. Having tons of fun. Definitely not going to muck this one up or do anything crazy with it. I feel like the only thing I'm going to do is probably buy a Ghostbusters logo, because this is like my Slimer guitar right here, which is awesome. So I promised you we'd talk about werewolves, specifically the movie Late Phases. You can find it on Netflix right now. It came out in 2014, so not too long ago. It's a werewolf movie, and here's the premise. You have a old war vet who's getting dished off to a retirement home, and at this retirement home, said old people are getting knocked off by some sort of animal attack, werewolves. I'm just gonna spoil that for you, it's werewolves. Which is actually kind of smart. Like, if I was a werewolf and I had to eat someone, why not at a retirement home? You know, it's easy. Plus, who's gonna really call the FBI after some grandparent gets eaten by something? Makes sense. I think where the movie starts to kind of take on its own character is the fact that your main protagonist, this old war vet, is actually blind. So you have that going against him. He has that going against him, plus he's just this old rough and gruff guy, taking no BS from nobody, and he's kind of left to fend for himself. Nobody's really there to help him, it's just him versus the werewolves. Blind old guy. Might not sound like the most exciting thing in the world. Definitely lower on the production scale. No massive special effects or CGI. But really a fun movie. Ethan Embry's in it, one of my faves. Kind of like pinnacle 90s actor from Can't Hardly Wait, and I think he's even in Vegas Vacation, a couple other movies like that. Fun movie. The main character is also the guy from Stakeland, which is a really cool vampire movie, which at one point was on Netflix. I don't know if it's there anymore, but if it is, that one's also worthwhile to see there. Late Phases, fun werewolf movie. You know what's another good werewolf movie is Dog Soldiers. Came out 10 years ago, but a lot of fun. Check it out. Last but not least, if you had fun watching this video, hit the subscribe button. Or if you have a beer recommendation, a guitar mod theme, or a scary movie that I've overlooked, there's plenty of them. I'm getting to them one by one. Leave a comment down below. Love to check them out. Till next time.